Alright, what is happening? Each Daylight here. Got a little bit of new gear set. This is the Sentinal Reacon. Came from after I prestige, basically. Hit that button. I checked back in the armory. It was all there. So somewhere around that time, I got that, and I'm gonna guess it came from there, since all of a sudden it was the full set. But could be wrong on that, so I do not know for sure. But here's a check of that. Kind of the full length of it. I do like the helmet on it. The EXO is decent. The rest of it's fairly plain, nothing too special. And here's the KVA Assassin. I forgot on the last video to load it up with the EXO on the back, so there is the correct version of that, what it looks like. Still do need to work on the knee pads next, but otherwise it's coming together pretty well. Pretty much about done with that one. Alright, well, I say when I prestige here, I guess I brought back the HBAR3 just because that's been my go-to weapon. I have been picking up a few of the other ARs, just trying to test out some other. They tried the SMGs out; they're just super weak right now. I imagine something's gonna be patched along those lines here, just to kind of balance the weapons out. But yeah, I brought that one back just because I'm not really gonna stress what I pick up early anyway. We're all going to prestige enough times that I'll end up getting my perks next, more likely, and go from there. But sometimes when you're trying to bust out other weapons, you end up having a couple bad games or something as you're getting used to it, and you just you like to flip back to your go-to, and this is my go-to pretty much all of the first prestige. So like I say, I wanted to bring that one, just make it easier. I'm trying to make a point to myself now, see when I get those big damage situations right there, to try to get a little bit under cover and get it back. I mean, it's amazing how many times you die right there in those situations because, the next guy you fight, you're already at a big disadvantage because of your health. So I'm trying to make a mental note not to keep on running through when I'm already blasted like that. And don't you love seeing the little battery thing there at the beginning of the match? I've got two, but I don't know if anybody else has had this issue. I got some Turtle Beach headsets, but it seems that when one battery, is in, like this battery, my headsets work. When I switch batteries to the next one, the next set doesn't, the headset doesn't work at all. I'm not sure what the correlation is with that, but just something in my world going on. And going back one quick sec on the SMGs. Now, I'm not saying they're like total waste. I mean, I've seen people do some good stuff with the KF5s. Plenty of good matches with those. But I would say if you're kind of looking at that and you do like ARs, and that's normally your go-to weapon, I think you're better off looking at the BAL 27 and the times you want to use the SMGs. I mean, it's I think probably what some of them SMGs should end up being like if they did do a patch after that. It's already got a fire rate of 14 and a damage 9 and accuracy 8. And then you're getting a range of 10. So I mean, if you look at that compared, it's already better in some of them SMGs, at that same range stuff. So definitely look at that one, and give that a try out. I've been messing with that one lately, and I'm doing pretty well with it. I was kind of disappointed I forgot to check out a few, weapons and things and whatnot there before I did the prestige. We got the double XP going. I was rocking through it all so fast, and I forgot to damn check the crossbow out, so a little disappointed there. So this next time around, I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. See if I can put together some good gameplay with that. Haven't used it at all, but if so, that could be something worth taking back just for fun. You got to mix it up a little bit. Like I say, I've been trying out new weapons just because I do like this gun a lot, but man, the games will just get too boring if you just rock the same crap all the time. You need a little variety in there, but they each have a different way of handling, so it seems that there's always this learning phase for a lot of weapons. You can change from one to another, but unfortunately, it seems like I'm still drawn to have to carry mostly ARs throughout these maps. There's a couple of smaller ones where I can try some of the other SMG mods, but for the most part right now, this is probably the best way to go overall. Damage and fire rate. At this point of the game, I'm pretty happy that they took out the claymores and the IEDs. It's one of those things you just don't even think about just because you're playing the way it is. But that's definitely changing the game, you know, the way it's played and the way the sniper's set up, you know, and so it's kind of added a little bit more balance to things, I think. And there I am, you know, I got that little sometimes when I've been playing too long. On top of my game, I do that. I start clicking in that damn button and knife, and I know I can't be the only one, but damn it, I mean, it is frustrating when you do that. It's one of those, like, you shouldn't happen. I have no intention, you know, and then I'm just trying to shoot, and then you know, I just start clicking, so, oh, it's always embarrassing. You wonder if the other guy's just on the other end laughing at you, you know. I saw, you know, what can you do except for try to not do it, you know. That's what I would advise, but, you know, hell, I can't stop. And, you know, I've picked up a couple shotguns from time to time, and they're decent. Nothing I don't know if I want to run fully on. There's maybe one map, maybe two most. Maybe I'd try that on, but, you know, so far I haven't had any desire to try the heavy machine gun, so might have to force myself into doing that. I just don't know if any of those really can play well in this game style. Everything's a little fast for that, you know. And I guess if you got, you know, a lot more patience than I do, I suppose, you know, maybe you can sit back and roll around with probably whatever that 6-7 mobility in there. But yeah, I'm gonna have to at least give them a try just so I know what they're all about here soon, though. But I might also want to start digging around here and looking up where some of the other gear sets come from, some of the other drops you can get here. Now that the game's been out a little bit, you know, the information might start being discovered, you know, by the good people out there that put the time in, you know. So, you know, I might check for that. So that's one of those when I go time to Prestige, I have to see what's available. I think that's what you probably want to do, you know. If a lot of those things are going to reset, you know, a lot of your categories you've been working on, so if you have any that are close, you might want to make sure and finish those up beforehand, before you jump right to the next one. You know, just if you're interested in making sure you're getting the gear and the, you know, rewards and whatnot. You know, the accolades. So just finishing up here, just taking the Goliath out for a little spin. Not the fastest moving there, but, you know, it takes a decent amount of damage, you know, before he shuts down on you. So you can kind of go around here and just have fun with it. I wasn't too stressed over that at that point. You know, it's fortunately one of the kill streaks that, you know, it ends when you die, so you're not really gonna continue on. But you can get a decent amount of kills, probably, you know, do better than I did, just depending on the group and where all the people are at. You know, how many you can get to, obviously, in time. You know, everybody on the map's gonna know exactly where you are, of course, so they're gonna be able to get the right angles on you, you know, if they're flooding at you, which typically they do. You know, you get that extra 250 points for taking down Goliath, I believe it is, on the other end. So, you know, I never mind taking a shot at the guy. Trying not to jump directly in front of him, that's about it. You know, you should be okay for the most part. And that'll about wrap that one up. See how many more of these I'll get out here pretty soon. I'll get the disk drive going back from the Xbox One, you know, that glorious thing in there. So I might be sending that back here just because my warranty goes out here in another few weeks. So might as well take advantage of that while I can. But I'm not sure if I'll pick up another one in the meantime or not. So I might be down for a few weeks. See how that goes. But otherwise, I'll see if I pop out a few of these at least. Keep it busy. Something to do for me there, you know, if I have that downtime. And I want to say thanks for the subscribes and likes I have got so far. You know, it's brand new with this, obviously, you know, so just starting to put stuff out. So hopefully I can keep content you guys are interested in out there. But you know, so bear with. You know, there will be a little maybe rookie mistakes along the way in this part. You know, I've been gaming for a while, so that's one thing I do love. That's my passion. But recording's new.